Hey everybody, this is Dominic DeAngelo, WrestleZone.com. Today's date is November 5th, 2020, and I'm happy to have with me here. It's my third time interviewing Mance Warner. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm enjoying it, man. Oh, Mancer, I got to make sure this little stand's on here right, and I'm on focus. Here we go.
Oh, you're good to go. You're ready to roll, brother. You're photogenic already, so you can't beat that.
All I do, man. That's all I do.
Hell yeah. So, we're starting off. I thought this was really cool. I saw something about it on Twitter, but I was like, oh man, Mancer's part of ad-free shows. And like Conrad's been churning out the content like a motherfucker, man. So it's been pretty awesome. And then you have a show on there, Mancesplainin. Talk about that. Explain Mancesplainin to me.
That's what I do, man. That's what I do. So yeah, like you said, man, Conrad. I mean, they call him the damn like Podfather, man. Yeah. He's got all the podcasts. He's got everything on there at adfreeshow.com. So basically, to break down the whole way this thing's gonna work is old Mancer gets on here. I do some Mancesplainin, and that basically is we all love pro wrestling. We all watch this crazy shit. We've all sat there and watched things to where we go, you know, let's say Chamber of Horrors, the Katie Vick stuff, random episodes of Nitro that don't make no damn sense. As fans, we've seen it all. We've seen all this crazy shit. We still love pro wrestling, but if our old lady comes in, our wife, our girlfriend comes into the room and they're seeing this, they're looking at us like we're fucking insane. So the whole premise of the show is old Mancer sits down, I get my light beers, Helen's running around here, she gets all hyped up sometimes, I gotta try to calm her down, but I sit on here and then fans, people on adfreeshow.com, they bring their girlfriend, their wife, you know, maybe we get someone's boyfriend on there at some point, it don't matter who it is. Old Mancer will sit here and we will watch some crazy ass wrestling and I will try to explain it. I will try to mansplain it so we all kind of get what's going down.
Now, okay, are you picking the shows or are you going to have like shows lined up or how's that going to work exactly?
So that's the beauty of it. Old Mancer don't pick nothing. I don't really find out what's coming on there until we sit down. And then the way it works is the significant other of whoever is going to watch this with me picks the craziest shit they can think of. And then I sit there and try to mansplain it and break it down and make some sense of it, man. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it's all over the place, but it's beautiful either way.
Now, how did this get pitched to you by Conrad? Like, how did this all come to be exactly?
Well, Conrad just threw it out there, and then I said, oh, that's amazing. It's a crazy concept. I ain't never heard of nobody doing that and kind of sitting down there because we're in this bubble of pro wrestling, you know. We're always talking about what we watched or what we like to watch, or nowadays a lot of people don't like anything and they just want to shit on everything. That's fine. That's your right. You can do that if you want to. But we don't really think outside the bubble too much. And when you sit down, and the whole point of pro wrestling is getting more fans to watch it, to spend their money, to come in. You know, we want families, wives, husbands, you know, anyone, their kids, grandmas, grandpas, everybody, like it's 1970 again, and we got every damn fan in town out there. So I think people forget that sometimes someone's significant other has no idea what this shit is. Mm-hmm. And then old Mancer mansplains it, and then maybe they come back and watch some more. We don't know yet. We're going to find out.
We're going to find out, yeah. Now, will you guys kind of be doing some follow-ups, too, with that? Like, if you, like, maybe tune in to see what that significant other, if they keep watching or anything. I'm sure the ad-free, it's like a communal aspect, so a lot of the time they'll do that themselves.
So everybody on adfreeshows.com, you know, they're in there. They can get on there, they can chat, and they can – because that's the way it's going to work is we're going to do episodes, and then we're going to put it out there for anybody. Like, hey, if you want – to bring your old lady, your boyfriend, your wife, whoever the hell it may be, you want to bring them on here, go ahead and jump on here and make some, you know, put a comment on and we'll get to it. So, yeah, well, you know, we'll start doing a couple and then kind of see where it goes. Maybe old Mancer checks back in like on them, what's them damn TV shows where they go in and then they redo the restaurant and then they go check.
Oh, yeah, Bar Rescue.
Yeah, something like that. I ain't gonna wear no suit though. I'm not wearing a suit. No. People sweating like that crazy son bitch. But I will go back to see what goes down.
Right, that's the way to handle it, man. Yeah, talk. How did you and Conrad come to be? Like, how did you guys meet and everything like that and connect?
Well, that would have been around StarCast. Hell, okay. Get out of that box. I got all my merch in here, and my cat hops in there. And she just goes.
It sounds like my cat.
So if old Mancer sells you a T-shirt or a hat or anything, and there's some hair on there, don't get mad at me. Take it up with my cat. She just does whatever the hell she wants.
You're right.
So back to the question. You said how I met up with Conrad.
Yeah.
So Conrad, you know, he runs StarCast and everything. he's got his finger on the pulse, man. He's always paying attention. He's always watching what's going on. And I guess I'm one of them guys that, he's saying, I like old Mancer. I drink a beer with this son of a bitch. So that's just kind of where it started. We're buddies and everything, so he's a cool fucking dude, man. He calls it down the middle. He ain't gonna bullshit nobody. So, I appreciate that. I respect that shit.
Yeah, and that's what's really fascinating too. And I talked to him about that, like just him being in interviews and just whether he's like co-hosting a show with any of the like big personalities that he has, through that, like whether it's Bruce Pritchard or anything, he'll call people out on their bullshit and not be afraid of it, man. And that's, as fans, that's what we like to see too. Like okay, this is what we want to know. So he's speaking on the fans' behalf, which is great,
It makes it awesome too, man, because when he's doing the podcast on there and he's bullshitting with everybody, if you sitting down with Eric Bischoff or Tony Schiavone, Bruce Pritchard, you're sitting there talking to him, AA Arn Anderson, there's questions that, I'm a pro wrestler, but I still got questions. So I know if I got questions, fans got questions. So we always love to hear that, if fans got questions or they, they want to know something, throw it on adfreeshows.com and then we're going to answer it at some point. Like you said, Conrad going to call them out if they're trying to, spew some bullshit on this.
Right. Yeah, not afraid to do it. Now, have you, like, in your own experience, have you kind of had to, like, mansplain to, like, is there a certain aspect where like, you had to mansplain to somebody, like, whether it's a significant other or, like, a family member that's not associated with wrestling whatsoever? Can you pick out a certain instance?
Man, I think we've all done it at some point.
Sure, yeah.
We've all been watching this since we were little kids. I remember I always watched this with my uncles when I was a little kid. Mm-hmm. And then, their wives would be watching it and they don't know what's going on. They just know they like Dusty Rhodes, Right. So when they come in and some crazy shit's going on, as a kid, I remember trying to explain stuff. Little Mancer mansplaining back then. I got to write that down. Maybe that'd be like a promo, like how they did at WrestleMania with all the guys when they were little kids. I'll do that, and it'll be me drinking like, a chocolate milk or something. And I'll bullshit. But yeah, man, we've all done it. We've all sat there and explained stuff over and over. Sometimes it don't matter what you say. It don't make no damn sense.
Right.
When Hulk Hogan rolls up into the damn Dungeon of Doom and he's talking about the water, nothing you say is going to explain any of that shit.
You can't do it. It's impossible. The fucking Yeti comes in and starts humping you.
Yeah, man. He's humping them. What's going on there.
What the hell is that? So you also too, you got some independent shows coming up. Do you have one this weekend, or is it just a toy drive going on? What's happening?
Yeah, so this weekend we got Game Changer Wrestling, GCW. They're going to be on Fight TV. That's like the old pay-per-view deal you get on there. A lot of people nowadays say there ain't no pay-per-views no more. There is.
There is, yeah.
Everything's a pay-per-view. If you got to spend some money and you got to pay to view it, that's a pay-per-view in my eyes. So GCW this weekend we got NGI 5. That's Nick Gage Invitational. That's a deathmatch tournament. So it's going to get insane. It's going to be crazy. Old Mancer getting back in the deathmatch game. You're going to see it on Fight TV, GCW. There's 8 guys in this. Let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, 8 of them out there in this. We're going to be beating the hell out of each other in a tournament. You could have 1 fight. You could have 2. You could have 3 fights. And then the next day, we got another GCW show. So it's a doubleheader, same place down there in New Jersey. I believe the deathmatch tournament is going to be outside, and it's supposed to be like 73 degrees. I always got to look, man. I got to see what the weather's going to be like. So it's going to be in New Jersey outside, and then the next day there's going to be another show. I think that's outside too. I'm not sure though. But yeah, man, it's going to be a crazy weekend, a whole bunch of shit. Live on Fight TV, pay-per-view, spend that money, watch that shit.
Now, do you know who you're starting off with in the deathmatch, or do they still got to announce that?
First round is going to be Old Mancer against Louis.
Oh.
Low Life Louis, man. He's a legend. He's been doing this shit for a long time. I want to say he started fighting back in 1998 or 99, so he's been around forever, man. And like y'all know, I love fighting. So if I get a step in the ring with somebody who's been fighting for a long, long, long time, and it's a death match, and it's swing for the fences, man, that means there's going to be baseball bats wrapped in barbed wire and glass and light tubes, all kinds of shit. So it's going to be one of those things where I always tell fans, GCW reminds me of ECW.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of everything. I mean, somebody's watching GCW because everybody's getting signed from GCW. So, there's somebody, I don't know if Triple H is sitting down watching GCW. I don't know if Tony Khan's sitting down watching GCW. Maybe Arn Anderson's watching it. Somebody's watching it. The fans love it. I know they're watching it. So,
oh, man.
It's going to be a big weekend. Lots of fights, lots of crazy shit going down.
And the thing that GCW does too, it's like they cover a whole lot of shit. Like it's like you look at the collective and what happened there with like the Effie's Big Gay Brunch you were a part of too, and all that stuff. Just so much that talk about how diverse all that kind of thing is with that.
Yeah, man. So at Effie's show, it was awesome to be invited to it, to be a part of it. So SGC Second Gear Crew, you got Effie, you got Manders, old Mancer. Eddie Kingston's in there. He may not be there right now, but he's there. Matthew Justice, AJ Gray, the motherfucking truth. I get everybody on there. Sometimes I start talking. I got Effie. I got Justice. I think I got everybody. If I forget, I get hit in the head. Sometimes I start talking. I forget things. But, it's a whole crew of us, man. We're always on the road together. We always got each other's back. So for Effie to bring us in there, and let us be a part of that event, that show, we love that shit, man. We want to be on everything. We want to be everywhere. We got everybody's back, man. So it was cool to be a part of that one. And as you were saying with GCW, man, it's got a little bit of everything. It's like a buffet. We try to give everybody a little bit of something, that they want. So, it's, go to IWTV.com. They got all kinds of GCW stuff on there too. So there's shit everywhere, man. Fight TV, it's all over the place.
Heck yeah,
dude. I'm talking about it, man. I got to get wild in the death match this weekend.
You got to get amped up.
Oh, God, I'm gonna put a hole in the wall in here.
Something that like a lot of people do, like old school. I'm curious about this too. Is like when it comes to doing some of these matches and stuff like that. Sometimes they get criticized and things like that. Is there certain aspects from veterans, like, because you're a very old school type of wrestler, like how you convey yourself and how you are as a person too. Yeah, and like you grew up like loving Terry Funk and Dusty and all those guys, and I love those guys too. And so like, is there certain expectations in the back of your mind, like, oh, I gotta do these guys justice, or how would they think of me doing certain things that might get criticized in today's day and age?
So for me, I love everything about pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I love old school. You go watch a Terry Funk fight from back in the day. I try to blend everything together. I try to get out there. I go nuts, and I just try to do everything that I enjoy about pro wrestling. So, I've heard people before get on the internet and kind of shit on deathmatch wrestling, and that's fine, man. The way that I try to, be about things is you can say whatever you want to say.
Sure.
That's fine. Whatever you want to say. But for me, I try to get in there, and as long as I'm fighting and people know I ain't bullshitting, and they get, there's no question it. They're watching it and they're going, these boys are beating the hell out of each other. Then I've done my job. So as long as I'm doing that, I get wild sometimes. Sometimes I lose my cool and get a little wild anyway. So you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen.
That's what you want to see in a wrestler, though. You want to see like that unhinged kind of thing, and like people beat the shit out of each other. That's what it's about in a lot of ways, and that's what makes wrestling so fascinating, and the personalities going at it, brother. So,
but like going back to what you're saying, though, I think in pro wrestling, everything's got its place. It's all it's all a fight. So some people's things they do, it may not be my thing, but I ain't gonna shit on it. Do what you got to do. I do what I do. So I don't know, man. I'm just hyped up. It's gonna be a good weekend. It's gonna be a good one,
man. Absolutely. You got another weekend coming up too with AAW, right? That's the weekend after that. I watched that the backstage segment between you and Hakeem Zayn. Talk about that coming up too.
Yeah, man. So that video's on Twitter. It's on Facebook. I think it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. That's where I watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the gold out there at AAW, man. So I'm back there talking. I don't bitch or moan, man. I just caught down the middle. So I was out there talking, and they came up and jumped on me and put the boots to me out there, So you watch that, there ain't no bullshit in that. Them boys were beating the hell out of me. And I remember it, man. I remember that. I'm a weirdo, man. Sometimes I sit there and I watch, I'm watching them beat the hell out of me, and I just want to remember it. I want to see it a couple times. Because when we go back there to AAW, I believe that show's going to be on a Thursday, the next one coming up. And I'm going to watch that video multiple times, multiple viewings, man, to get ready, because I want to see what they did to me so I can put it back on them, When you go out there and it's a fight and you talk shit and put somebody down, at some point that motherfucker going to get up and come at you.
All right.
You didn't put a bullet in me, brother. I was still moving. So when we get in there, it is what it is, You talk your shit and say what you want to say, that's fine. But, that camera ain't going to help you when we're in there fighting. That camera's just going to film me whooping that ass.
right? 100%. I'll close out with some of this. So what I've started doing, you're the only second wrestler I've done this with, is if you had to work out to 3 tunes, like say you're just lifting some free weights, dumbbells, whatever it may be, what 3 songs, it could be anything, what 3 songs would you choose if you had to choose 3 of them?
Oh, man, I'm going to go ECW theme songs.
Okay.
I'd go with New Jack's theme song,
Okay.
Natural Born Killers.
Yep.
Because you know when that hits, man, to this day, you're ready to just beat the hell out of somebody.
Yeah,
Jump
right.
off of something, get crazy, you know. So then second one, man, I have to go Pantera Walk.
Nice.
Because when SGC comes out to the ring, we come out to that, man. The crowd gets hyped up when that shit hits. And then, man, if I got to pick one more, what would it be? What would I pick? Oh, Enter Sandman, Metallica, man.
You can't beat that. I mean,
it's all, you know, songs are kind of long, but they get you hyped up, and there you go, man.
You're ready to roll, man. And yeah, you look at Sandman. I was watching some stuff with Sandman, and like him just being in the crowd, and like they feed off of it. And then once he gets in the ring, it's like he'll whip some ass with some kendo sticks, and there you go. You're ready to roll.
Now, the thing you got to do, though, man, because on the network, they got all the ECW pay-per-views and the TV shows and everything.
Yeah.
But they had all the music.
They don't have the fucking music on there.
Yeah, man, it takes you out of it. So I figured out a way.
Okay, I need to know this because, dude, I've been telling people, I was like, I want to watch the ECW shit, but they don't have the music.
I tweeted out one day and I said, hey, I know there's somebody out there that's got all this shit. Now, Matthew Justice has all of them on DVD. But we're always flying places, and he can't bring a whole thing of DVDs and then give them to me, and then me go make copies. I don't know how to do that shit. I could do it on VHS. I used to bootleg videotapes at the video store all the time and sell it on the intranet, baby.
Yeah.
But, so what I'm saying is you got to tweet out and say that old Mancer told you to.
Okay.
And say that you want the original before they change all the music of the ECW pay-per-views. And there's going to be somebody, because they did it for me, and they'll send you. There's links, man. And then I can't remember what it's called. I ain't going to get nobody in trouble or none of that shit because I want to keep watching them. I don't want them gone. But, yeah, they got them all on there with the original, the music. And I think they had to go through and change shit, but it's on there, baby. Yeah. And if you got to, keep this up for a little bit and then cut this part out so no one gets in trouble, you know. So everyone get the ECW pay-per-views, and then if anyone gets mad, they'll, you know.
Yeah, I can knock it off. I can knock it off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right.
I watch it on the network, man. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. So cool, Mancer. Anything else you want to plug? I saw the one shirt you have, the Mancer Championship Wrestling, dude. Fucking badass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, perfect. So this shirt right here, you see this is a nail shirt.
Uh-huh.
So you go on to doublehell.com. It's a website. They got merch for Tank Man, Calvin Tank Man, Old Mancer, Manders, AJ Gray. They got a whole bunch of people on there. Tony Depp and a whole bunch of people on there. That's where we got all of our merch on there. You go on there, you could get all kinds of T-shirts. They got badass T-shirts, all kinds of stuff on there. Get on there and look at that. They got all kinds of merch. It's not just for us indie guys, independent pro wrestling, baby, but there's other guys on there too. So you get on there, buy some T-shirts there. SGC, Second Gear Crew, merch. Type that in. Go. We got a website on there, SGC. I think it's .com or merch.com. I got to write all this stuff down. I forget, man. I can't.
That's okay.
But get on Twitter, man. You know, I got T-shirts everywhere. I got them in, you know, in the back of my truck out there. I'll sell them at the gas station. I got shit anywhere, baby.
You got to do what you got to do. That's the rest of the lifestyle. Well, sweet, Mancer. Thanks for joining me. They follow you on Twitter at Mance Warner, right? Is that it?
Yes.
Sweet. Follow him on Twitter at Mance Warner.
I ain't on Facebook much. I try to get on there. I try to share shit on everything, but there's too many websites, guys. You got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Oh, Lord, man. They're everywhere. I got this bug flying around. I think it's a damn bee or something. My cat's jumping around trying to kill it. Helen, don't knock nothing over, please. Come on now.
How old's your
baby,
cat?
that's all I got right now.
How old's your cat?
God, I think I've had her about 3 years now. She's crazy, though, man. I had some big old scars in the back of my head from doing a death match. I think it was Tournament of Death and or an IWA show. And I fell asleep on the couch when she was a kitten. And I woke up and she was chewing the damn stitches out of my head. She thought I was dead, and she was just going to eat me, man. That's a great cat right there. She, you know, she's ready to kill anybody.
You gotta survive. You want to survive her cat? They'll hold on there, man. That's what you want.
Junkyard cat.
Yeah.
Helen, I'll help you. That's a bee. I'll knock it down and step on it. You can eat it, all right?
Knock it out, brother. Cool, man. Well, Mancer, thanks so much for joining me, dude.
Hey, thank you, brother.
All right, this is Dominic DeAngelo, WrestleZone.com. Go to WrestleZone.com for all your WrestleZone writing needs or Wrestle News needs. You can follow me on Twitter at Dominic DeAngelo. So there you go. All right, take care, guys.